Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is D, and today's card out of the Wildwood Tarot deck, and the card of the day is Page of Stones and Lynx. And again, this is one of those court cards, but when I look at this card, the lynx is coming out of the trees, and it's it's kind of looking down. And as I kind of reviewed some of the other cards this week too, that hawk, even though it looks straight at you, is something that's looking down onto the ground. All right, looking for its prey. This lynx is kind of the same way. It likes to be in the trees, and it'll look for that prey down below. And some people confuse this with a bobcat, and they're two entirely different animals, different cats. But as I talk about the court cards, the symbolic aspect of the lynx is it's a formidable hunter and a fierce protector. Fierce protector if it's young, fierce protector, if you corner it, okay, and, when it's out looking for its food, it's just like that hawk. It's going to look for, that food that's out there, and it's going to stalk it, whereas the hawk will be swift to see it from far away. This hunter is going to be, hiding in the bushes and, hiding around trees, possibly being on that limb above so he could pounce. All right, the pages in the court cards are all messengers. So this is a message that's coming to you with materialism or security. That's what stones represent. All right, stability. And, as I look through the cards, yesterday we talked of Six of Vessels reunion. And, there might be that reunion with a soul spirit. It could be a reunion with that past life connection, somebody coming into your life. Could be, a reunion on a project, something on that nature. But this messenger is coming in saying that, I've got a message for you to look forward, all right? That it could be related to this reunion card, but in the aspect of, I want to give you some more stability, some more security. And at the beginning of the week, we were all about insecurity and exploitation, and then having that challenge and that boredom. Okay, this messenger on this leap day is telling you that I've got something here for you. You just got to look for the person that's there. Maybe it's spirit talking to you as your own person. Maybe that's somebody that you work with. That could be that person. Could be an aspect. It could be an event where that message is going to come through. But the pages are good about giving those messages out. Okay, now the lynx is a hard worker, and it's very careful, and it has slow energy, and it's earth energy, so that doesn't surprise me. Being with the stones, it's going to take its time. It's going to make sure that it manifests itself very slowly. If this is a person or yourself as you're going through your day tomorrow, it's going to be somebody that has common sense. All right, and I've talked about this before. There's a lot of people out there that say they have common sense, and it's not that common. It's a rarity for people to have common sense, to think about things, to do things the right way. But this person's going to have common sense, going to be very dedicated to what they're doing. And with pages, they like to learn. All right, they're learning to be that next step into that night. But pages like to learn, and this page is going to be very authentic with the message that's coming at you. Now, if this is an aspect, this could be like a training, maybe somebody that's just starting out a new job, okay, or in a relationship. Maybe it's a very brand new relationship where, two people are just getting together for the first time, trying to have that conversation to, get to know each other. Maybe that's over coffee or, at a restaurant, just, sharing a bowl of soup or something like that, just chit-chatting, okay. It's also going to be very down to earth because, again, this is earth energy. So they're going to be very relaxed and very grounded in their conversation. All right. And it's also going to be somebody can be a busybody. They may be fidgeting. Okay. They may be walking around. It's almost kind of like Aries energy where, they're always on the go, 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 go. And, they never sit down to, they may sit down to have a glass of wine or, a cup of coffee, but their mind's always thinking. So that's kind of the aspect that you want to look at, through that page of stones. If this is an event, this might be an event where there's training going on. And right off the top of my head, I think of, an apprenticeship training where somebody's got to go to school to, to learn to be in the skilled trades. And then they have to go back to work and apply that knowledge working with a journeyman, so they can get their card or something like that. An event could be, study time, for children that are in school, or, maybe you're in school going for that bachelor's or master's degree. Okay. Going to maybe the library or going to a study group to, learn how to, study Japanese language or anything like that. Again, it's the common aspect around this is the training itself. It's going to be an opportunity for somebody to get some of that training in, learn a new position. It could be an event where there's a bunch of people out there training. Okay. So one of the things that this card talks about, one of the questions that it asks is, what can you learn? What can you learn with this page of stones as you're moving forward throughout your day? Okay, whether it's a person or an aspect or an event, what is it that you can learn? Okay, I've talked about this before. I'm training for a half marathon, and when I think about this card, what can I learn during my training for this half marathon? What can I learn from the way I'm breathing? What can I learn from the way I'm pacing myself? Those are the types of questions that I'm going to ask myself, as I'm thinking about this card tomorrow. The other question that this page of stones will ask you is, where do you need to be dedicated? Where do you need to be dedicated in your skill set? Where do you need to be dedicated in your work? What about your relationships? Where do you need to be dedicated in your relationship with your significant other? Okay, and dedication and commitment, two different words. Don't confuse that. It could be just dedicated to, what? I signed up for this relationship. I'm committed to this person. All right, I'm dedicated to her or him for the rest of my life. Okay, I'm dedicated to making sure my children grow up safe and secure, okay, with the necessary resources for them to do well in life. If it's a project, where do you need to be dedicated in your project? Okay, making sure that you're taking those steps to move forward to, make sure everything's taken care of. I know for myself, I'm working on a project and it took me an hour to gather the data. All right, but now that I've got the data, I'm going to be dedicated, starting tomorrow, making sure that data gets entered into the program that I have. If this is an aspect or an event, okay, it's you've made a commitment to go someplace, and you're dedicated to make sure that happens. Maybe the kids are all excited about going to Disneyland or Disney World or something like that. Okay, or maybe you're just going to the corner store for ice cream, after your long run. All right, and stay dedicated to the family. When you promise them to do something, hey guys, come on, let's all get in the car. We're heading over to the ice cream shop. We're going to get ice cream. That's a dedication, as an event or as a training that, this page of stones asks for. So, that's the card for today, the page of stones and Lynx. Leave your comments down below. Hit that like button for me and subscribe to the channel. And this is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy.